very big thank you to all our dignitaries. Light resembles knowledge, ideas, and of course, them coming to life. I now request our host, Shri Kabir Shirgaonkar, Director of Department of IT, Electronics and Communication, to kindly present the welcome address. A big round of applause, please.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you all for the Goa Market Access Expo 2025, organized as part of the Goa Open Innovation Challenge, as an initiative of the Startup and IT Promotion Cell under the DOIT. This expo has been designed to support the shortlisted startups by providing direct market access, opportunities to pilot solutions, and valuable networking with government bodies, industry associations, and investors. As a live showcase of Goa's emerging innovation ecosystem, the Expo further strengthens the state's position as India's creative capital and innovation capital.
We are honored to have with us today Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant,
Honorable Minister for Information Technology, Electronics and Communication, Shri Rohan Khote, and the other dignitaries. Also, I warmly welcome all the participating startups, ecosystem enablers, our department representatives, and innovation partners. Your presence makes infrastructure, but also community. Over the past few years, we have anchored regular, outcome-driven engagements that bring together startups, government, academia, and industry.
not just to discuss challenges, but to build trust and co-create solutions. And today's expo stands as a continuation of that commitment. We have made significant strides in the digital public service delivery through Goa Online, a unified platform offering over 250 digital services across more than 40 departments.
Citizens can now access government services from anywhere, anytime. To ensure that this reach extends to every household, particularly the rural areas, we have activated delivery networks for Gramin Mitras and extensive network of common service centers, delivering digital services to rural households, demonstrating our commitment to inclusive digital transformation. Also, we are supporting our effort in Hyatt Fiber initiative, which aims to ensure last mile connectivity, broadband connectivity to all households in the state. This isn't just about internet access, it's about opening up opportunities for education, entrepreneurship, and digital inclusion at every level. On the infrastructure side, we have operationalized the electronic manufacturing cluster at 2M, plug-and-play space targeting electronic industries. We have also rolled out public Wi-Fi and has introduced 150 hotspots across rural and unserved areas. Our talent development initiatives are equally important. We have the information technology knowledge centers, under which we are digitally empowering youth by offering basic to advanced level courses in information technology. The vision of Workstation Goa and the digital nomad is helping us attract global talent. We are building the supporting ecosystem for this through public Wi-Fi, model convenience centers, and lifestyle integration that allows professionals to live and work seamlessly. These are the advancements, and these advancements are supported by well-defined policies that provide direction and momentum to our ecosystem. Various policies have been set up by the government of Goa. These include the Goa IT policy, the Goa startup policy, under which we are giving seed capital, infrastructure access, and institutional linkages. We have also devised the Goa drone policy 2022, and we are in the process of drafting the design policy. Through this Goa Open Innovation Challenge, we have proven that Goa is open to collaboration, experimentation, and scalable impact. We look forward that this platform shall act as a catalyst that take ideas from concept to implementation right here in Goa. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kabir. We applaud your vision and the vision you have for Goa and everybody who is here for progress, for innovation, for IT. Next, I request Shri D.S. Prashant, CEO, Startup and IT Promotion Cell, Goa, to kindly speak with us and present his ideas too.
Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant, Honorable Minister of IT Tourism, Sri Rohan Kaunte, Director, MD, officials from various departments, startups, representatives from the industry, ladies and gentlemen. I have a very brief presentation about the startup ecosystem in Goa, and it's a privilege that I'm able to make it. I'll keep it very brief and short. I think our country is having a great outlook at present. After a very, very long time of being a developing nation, we are looking at becoming a developed nation. And the metrics are very clear. One of the metric is to make India a $30 trillion economy. Now, to make India into $30 trillion economy from where we are today, there are various initiatives of the central government which are in place. And one of the focus area is the startup sector. The only reason is that if the growth has to happen in multifold, then it has to be exponential growth. It cannot be linear growth. And startup is one engine which is looked as an engine towards exponential growth. And because of which, the government of Goa, government of India at this point of time is putting a lot of efforts. In fact, 20,000 crores has been earmarked for fund of funds. 20,000 crores has been earmarked for deep tech funding. 1,000 crores have been earmarked for space tech funding. Almost close to 45,000 crores has been earmarked only for the startup sector by the central government, thinking that this is one great opportunity, because history tells us that the top 5 companies in the world today have been startups at one given point of time. So that is why there is so much of investment. Now, coming back to the Goa story, what is our contribution? Where are we? If you look at the report card, we were supposed to have 500 startups by the year 2025, according to our policy. But we reached the 500 number in 2024. So by report card, the numbers have been achieved. Today we are at 635. And another important point is that almost like 300 startups are women-led. That means another important point of the central government, which says the marginalized section, or the section which has not been able to contribute much because of non-working, particularly from the women sector, is now actively coming forward and contributing in a huge way by becoming entrepreneurs. That is why so much of focus is on women entrepreneurship. And in Goa, we are having these numbers very, very high as compared to the national numbers. Now, this is a breakup of the Goa story. We have close to a quarter of startups in the IT sector. Interestingly, food and beverage is another important sector for us. Then we have also in medtech, and we also have tourism and tech. The startup enabling sector in Goa is pretty good. We have good incubators. We have good more than 15 co-working spaces, co-living spaces. Then we have tinkering lab, venture studio, maker space. Another important point to highlight here is that 1,300 crores have been raised by startups who are from is close to around 15 crores, both central government and the state government. So these are the various incubators which are supporting the startup ecosystem in Goa. Now coming to the point of how we can contribute. Now today we are a $13 billion economy in our state. And if you want to create at least $1 trillion economy over a period of like by 2024, then focusing on startup is one critical area for that. And over the last 2 years, there has been a lot of deliberation on what is the best area to be. And then we got inspired by the Apple story, which says that Apple, which is a $3 trillion economy or a valued company, gives only around 30% of its total value to Foxconn, the manufacturing wing, whereas 70% of that value is sitting with Apple. It is because the IP which is generated. So can we have those kind of companies in Goa is the thought process going forward. So we thought Goa is the ideal scenario. We also met with a lot of people from the ground, had a lot of interaction with people, and we saw there are more than 100 designers from different parts of the country based in Goa and working out from Goa. And they are building products from Goa. So even if we have 2 to 3 great companies scaling up in a big way, then we will be able to achieve that 1 trillion economy from Goa, contributing that to the 30 trillion economy for the country by 2047. So I think we are on the right path. The focus is there, and the way forward we are trying to make sure that the support system goes continuously over a period of time. Now coming back to the Goa Open Innovation Challenge, it's an interaction between startup, industry, government, and innovators to find out solutions. There were 3 main points which we looked into. First was identify a challenge which needs to be solved using technology. Second point, many a times a lot of startups have solutions, but that solution doesn't reach to the right user. So we thought we will create a market access program where these solutions could go to the user. And third point was to find talent. In our colleges, among the student community, there is a lot of talent available, but picking up the right talent, identifying who is good for startup, who is building good solution is a challenge. Through this program, we thought we'll give an opportunity to students. So if the student come forward with a solution, we'll be able to identify the right talent within the college itself. So there were around 6 departments which gave problem statements, 7 from tourism, 1 from waste management, 1 from GPSE, 1 from NABARD, 3 sets from agriculture and stakeholders. IT had 1, industry had 2. In fact, Shakti Tanks and Powerland gave 2 problems, which they were ready to take directly from startups, and they are ready to implement the solutions which are already there. In fact, sir, to highlight, we received more than 550 applications. So we shortlisted the complete one, 548. After of that, we sent it to the incubators who have the experience of shortlisting, the first shortlisting. Then we had a committee which was created within the department, including the industry representation, and also from the department, the host department. And finally, we have shortlisted the startups who could implement this. And out of this, 25% of the solutions came from startups from Goa, and 20% of the startups were unique startups were from Goa out of the total application numbers. The breakdowns we have given. So we partnered with so many players here. It is not just a singular point of action. It is a whole ecosystem support which we want to create over a period of time. So this is in brief about the whole Goa Open Innovation Challenge, sir. So many a times it so happens because startup is a developmental activity, we ask, what happened after the program? Because we do a program and the results don't come immediately. But for a change, this is one program where we can see how many startups were ready to implement good solutions and how many startups will actually finally implement the good solution. So a complete matrix can be laid out, and we'll be happy to find good solutions to be implemented. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so very much, sir. As you've been told, it's all about action. Ideas that turn to action, pilots that actually get implemented. And a picture is worth 1,000 words. Even though we tell you this has happened, that has happened, I think a quick audio visual of what Goa Open Innovation Challenge has been all about will help you learn more about it. Can we have the AV, please?
A land of rich heritage, thriving tourism, and vibrant communities. Known for its beauty, and now ready to be known for its bold steps in innovation. For the first time ever, the government of Goa is opening its real-world challenges to the minds of startups and innovators, introducing the Goa Open Innovation Challenge 2025, a unique platform where startups and students come together to build solutions that matter. with challenges spanning across key sectors from tourism, waste management, agriculture, public service,
NABARD,
ITE&C, and industry. This is Goa's call to innovators to build for the future. Participants will get a chance to solve real government problem statements, present to expert panels, and pilot their solutions with government and industry partners, all under one powerful initiative. Whether you are a registered startup or a student from Goa, this is your opportunity to be part of something impactful. Applications are open from 28th March to 28th April 2025. Shortlisting begins in May. It's not just a competition, it's a movement to make Goa a model for collaborative innovation. Solve for Goa. Scale for India. Are you ready to build what Goa needs? Apply now.
Solve for Goa and scale for India. That was the plan. Those were the invites that went out. A lot of you participated. By the way, we've been told over 500 startups registered. I know 100 are here, but over 500 of them have registered. I told lots of them across India also registered. Can we have a big round of applause for the interest that was shown? And finally, we had the top selected ones here. Again, another innovator, another maker. We have with us Mr. Vaibhav Chabra, founder of Makers Asylum. Vaibhav is a mechanical engineer. He turned into a carpenter and an educator. What a beautiful journey. He's the founder of Makers Asylum, India's first community makers space, which began in a small garage in Mumbai and has since grown into a leading hub for hands-on learning, open innovation, and interdisciplinary prototyping. Can you please all put your hands together for Mr. Vaibhav Chabra as he comes on stage and shares something with us.
Thank you so much. Yep, perfect. Thank you, sir. Very nice to be here. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm a maker, I'm a carpenter, I'm a pilot, and I'm also an educator now. A little bit of a story of how I got into making and what is this entire maker culture all about. So when I grew up, I used to love opening things, but I didn't know how to put them back together. And that was, I think, the beginning of my journey to try and see how to learn and make things to growing up. And that's when I went to college to learn mechanical engineering, and I also became a photographer. And I started working at a startup at MIT Media Labs, making mobile eye diagnostic devices. Something like this, a simple device to give you an eye test using a smartphone. And the idea was to create many more simple diagnostic devices back in the day. That's when my professor back in the time asked me to move to Mumbai and to see how we can actually scale up open diagnostics and be able to make stuff back over here in Bombay. I was figuring out my ways around the streets of Mumbai to see how we can prototype, because back in the day, at least 12 years back, there weren't any maker spaces or open spaces where you can go and access equipment and make things. And that's when something interesting happened. The ceiling of our office at Aditya fell down and broke everything. It broke our furniture, it broke our equipment, and pretty much gave us a restart. That was the beginning, or the humble beginnings of what I would say Makers Asylum, a community of people to come together and start making. That day we got together and built a small space at the back of Hyatt's office, and eventually moved into a 200 square foot garage in Bandra. That was the first makerspace, or the open community makerspace of India. Eventually, we moved 7 times over the last 10 years, and now we're here in this beautiful home in Goa, in the village of Moira. Over these last 10 years, what we've enabled, or what we've made possible, is built a beautiful community of artists, engineers, designers, students to come together and make things, anywhere from a skirt that lights up to making a mask that displays the EQI of the air around you, to making a drone racetrack, to building a smart chessboard that plays chess by itself, to making a glove that you can use to fly out drones, to making musical instruments for differently abled, for folks that have lost their hands and legs, to making a flying wheelchair for folks who have lost and become paraplegic to fly again. And through this, a lot of startups have come out of the space, very organically, through this culture of making. One of them was Quidditch, that has actually now moved to Goa. And they started by building drones, but now they're big in the space of sports tech. and doing some amazing work around sports broadcasting. Orangewood Labs, now based out of San Francisco, they started out their space at Makers Asylum, and they're building 6-axis robots, and very big in the space at the moment, doing amazing work, and started at the asylum back in the day. And recently, 2 of our boys started Airbound, which is a drone delivery company, which is based out of Mumbai. But however, what we are really building is actually a community space, a place for people from all different backgrounds to come and feel at home. That's why we call ourselves the Asylum, a safe space for makers and creators to come and share and build stuff. We have students and alumni in over 40 countries now, so people have been coming from all over the world. And in Mumbai, we were known as the innovation hub of the city. We've been fortunate enough to be able to work with amazing partners across the world. And just another little fun story or an exciting story about what happened in the pandemic before we moved to Goa was that when everything shut down, the maker community shone once again on how to to do things differently, I would say. At the asylum, when the pandemic hit in 2020, none of us went back home. We actually decided to quarantine ourselves at Makers Asylum. And that's where something very interesting happened. We started with a very simple project to make facials for frontline workers, and all the community came back and stayed overnight, transformed Makers Asylum into a factory to make facials for frontline workers. What happened after that was very special. We open sourced the designs, shared it across the country, enabled other laser cutting shops and maker communities in different parts of the country to start making locally, because that was the need of the hour, to make locally for local people. People across India started joining the force, and very quickly we went through one lab to 42 cities, towns, and cities across India, and this has become a world case study by Cambridge University, MIT now, and we were able to make 1 million face shields in a matter of 49 days. This was just to show what the community can do in a very small amount of time as a maker community or a group of people, simple citizens, to come together and create stuff. Some photographs from that time. However, in the pandemic, we also realized that our space in Mumbai had become too large. We had almost about 10,000 square feet in Bombay, so a very massive space where all these companies and individuals were working and students were coming. And it was very unsustainable for us. And that's when we found Goa. The reason at that time we found Goa was because a lot of artists, designers were anyways moving to Goa. It's a place which offers creativity. It's a place that inspires, and that's why we chose Goa, to come over here, to move and be able to set up our base. And we found this beautiful 100-year-old Goan Portuguese home in Moira, where we now set up. What's also interesting is Moira is known to be the woodworkers' village, and that's pretty much our story. It was coincidence or whatever you call it, but it was a place where we found home, a place which became our community space. And now that's where we are, in this beautiful home, which has multiple labs, from woodworking to drones to laser cutting to 3D printing to virtual reality, all things in one place. The first project that we took up over here was actually building open source concentrators. Now, the reason why this project is interesting is because this was completely made in the pandemic in Goa, in the second wave of the pandemic, when oxygen concentrators was a big problem. These were not made to manufacture, but made to learn and share knowledge, with the thought to open source them. And what was really exciting was that over 700 people from across 6 countries collaborated to make them. So this is now a beautiful case study and actually part of Cambridge University's lecture series, because of the reason that it's all about actually open sourcing and learning in a distributed, decentralized manner. Because today, with the help of internet and with the way that the world is, it's all about working together globally. The students and innovators that have been coming to Makers Asylum have been coming from all over 50 cities now, and coming every day to learn different skills in Moira, learning from carpentry to metalworking to pottery to 3D printing, all of these skills at one space. There lies, I think, a beautiful opportunity, because Goa has been inspiring as a creative hub. It's a place where creative people have been finding a way to come down to. And that's when I think we realize something beautiful can happen over here. I've also been fortunate to travel to a lot of creative hubs across the world, and for various reasons. One of them being New Lab. which happens to be in New York. It's a place for creative people to come together, share a space, share labs, and be able to co-innovate and co-create. There is another one called NSDM in Amsterdam. Amsterdam is known to be one of the most creative and design-forward spaces because it is a place of design and it's a place of creativity. There is the Meatpacking District in Copenhagen, which is also a culmination of innovation and creativity in one place. And I think Goa has that beautiful mix and inspires creativity. That's when we happened to meet Honorable Minister Kante, who came to visit us at Makers Asylum, and I think we coincided on this beautiful vision of seeing Goa as the next big design district of the world, a place where designers, architects, people who have already been gravitating in Goa, giving them a combined home, a place where all of this can come together. Because we know, and I think this has been proven multiple times, when people come together and unite, the word and the voice is much more stronger. And that's what we imagine, and that's what we dream of creating in Goa. A design village, a design hub for people, artists, engineers, designers to come together and cohabitat a place. There are so many amazing people who are already there in Goa, as we can see, and the idea is to give them a collective home, a place where people can come together and build. And that's what we look forward to making happen with multiple labs in a space. That's our dream, and we hope to make this possible. Thank you so much. That's us.
Mr. Webb of Chabra, we're happy that Goa could give you asylum and the Makers Asylum an asylum. We're happy that you're here. And yes, Goa is a place where everybody has come to find themselves and creators have come together. Thank you for building on that. A big round of applause for, I think, all of that joy that has come together. That is beautiful. To see all of that beauty before we could see it, we have to applaud our Honorable Minister for IT, Electronics and Communication, Tourism and Printings and Stationery. Shri Rohane Kaunte, sir, can we please request you to come on stage and address the gathering? A big round of applause, please, everybody.
A very good evening to all of you. Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawant, our Director, Shri Kabir Shirgaonkar, Managing Director, Shri Praveen Volodkar, Secretaries of various departments, Directors of various departments, our CEO, Mr. D.S. Prashant, all the innovators, leaders, students, friends from media, and my fellow Goans. A very welcome to each one of you to the Goa Open Innovation Challenge Expo, a celebration of ideas, collaboration, and the boundless power of innovation. Our vision is to make Goa the creative capital of India, and I should take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Chief Minister for always extending the support in the technology sector to ensure that the dreams of our youth, the dreams of our people of Goa are there collaboratively to make it as a destination for people with creative minds. So today we are not merely hosting an expo, we are opening the doors of Goa's creative and technological ecosystem to the nation and the world. This platform brings together startups, students, developers, entrepreneurs, corporates, and the government agencies to ideate, innovate, and impact. Goa has always been known for the sun, sand, and sea, and now we have the sun, sand, sea, and startups. And today, the same spirit is manifesting in technology, design, sustainability, and digital transformation. As your Minister for Information Technology, I proudly say that Goa is fast positioning itself as India's creative capital, a place where startups not only build for scale, but build for purpose. Post-pandemic, we have witnessed several companies relocate or expand to Goa across various sectors. Goa has all the ingredients to grow and expand. Let me highlight a few success stories. Vistion, from 15 to 300 employees in just 3 years. Qditch, sports tech pioneers working with BCCI and ICC. Chalo, revolutionizing public transport through e-mobility. Makers Asylum, our friend Vaibhav, trailblazers in experiential learning and open innovation. Turtle Mint, simplifying a startup which is simplifying insurance through digital innovation. Delivery, national logistics leader operating actively from Goa. Coco Lenny, our friend Arjun, who just showed about his whole product of eyewear. So I think they are making these waves through Goa. The only one thing all these companies have in common is that Goa brings out the creative best in every team member. Our environment fuels ideas, innovation, and excellence. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, and in line with the Honorable Chief Minister's vision of Swayampurna Goa, we are taking bold steps towards a digital-first future. This also fuels into our vision of the Yuva Shakti, where we look into our youth for the solutions for the future. To support, we have soft initiatives such as the Digital Nomad Program, making Goa a magnet for global talent, expansion of our startup promotion cell with targeted incentives from AI to agri-tech, from media tech to fintech. New policies to encourage student entrepreneurship, enabling students to become founders while still studying. The above are augmented by hard infra initiatives. With BharatNet 3.0, the center aims to connect all panchayats, and our own Har Ghar Fiber, the program which is soon in the making, will ride on this backbone. We have launched free public Wi-Fi at 150 locations and activated 4G saturation in the villages in around 25 spots out of the 66 identified sites, giving connectivity in the most remote area of Goa. At Tuen, where the electronic manufacturing cluster is, it's already attracting companies in the defense tech, semiconductors, and automotive electronics. A state-of-the-art data center is soon being planned at Tuen. We are also developing Goa's first design village, a unique space to attract India's best creative minds. And yes, co-working spaces on the Goan beaches to inspire designers, coders, creators from across the world. So I think my friends coming from outside Goa, be tuned to this news, because soon you'll have the option of wearing a shorts, some t-shirts, working on the beach, going and doing some water sports, having some fun at the shacks, some good food at the Goan food at the shacks, and coming back and putting your creative minds together. We're also deepening our commitment to inclusive digital skilling. Laptops are being provided to top performing students from each taluka, not just the ST and ST communities, but we are also looking at extending this for the general category with EWS, economically weaker section, and the OBC groups. To further put our talent together, our IT knowledge centers now offer free IT courses to the SC and ST community, making it very inclusive. And we are also extending now this to the general category under the economically weaker section and the OBC sector as well. A very unique new Mahila Sashактikaran digital scheme is coming soon, which will equip women with skills in social media marketing and financial literacy. The best part is this will be delivered through the CSCs and the VLEs, empowering women to train and earn. We are also rolling out the Drone Didi scheme aligned with the Honorable Prime Minister's vision, enabling women to explore entrepreneurial opportunities in agriculture and beyond. In the space of digital governance, we have made citizen services more accessible than ever before. Citizens can apply through government departments physically through CSCs in every taluka, access over 243 online services across 43 departments via the Goa online portal. We can call 14471 for home delivery of services through the Gramin Mitras, and soon services will be made available through the AI-based chatbot, the first in the making in the country, making governance truly accessible and user-friendly. This very expo, yeah, you can clap. I was just thinking all of you are in Goa and you all are not even clapping. This very expo, the Goa Open Innovation Challenge, is an extension of this vision. Over 6 months ago, we began collecting real-world problem statements from government departments. We received an overwhelming 556 applications, like what Prashant was talking about, 103 from Goa and the rest from across India. Solutions have been proposed in key areas like tourism, agriculture, waste management, public service delivery, industry and commerce being others. The sheer numbers speak of the overwhelming enthusiasm of entrepreneurs to work with the government. Today, we have invited over 100 of these innovators to showcase their technologies and products and solutions, and also interact with various departments. To all our young change makers, this is your moment. Goa is ready to support you in this journey with mentorship, funding, and platforms that value your innovation. And to every Goan citizen, this is our collective journey. When we speak of smart governance, AI-driven citizen services, and inclusive digital growth, we speak of a future-ready Goa that leaves no one behind. As we formally inaugurate the Goa Open Innovation Challenge Expo today, let us together shape a new narrative, not of Goa as a destination, but of Goa as an origin of innovation. Let us innovate together, let us build together, let us make Goa the launchpad of India's next big ideas. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Gomantak.
Thank you so very much, sir. Yes, Goa is the launch pad. Goa will be the launch pad to go ahead and create big ideas. Before we request our Honorable CM of Goa to speak, can we request both of the gentlemen, both of the ministers to please come to felicitate a few key members who are here and hand out mementos. Coming up on stage for a felicitation is Mr. Mangirish Salilkar, President of the Goa Technology Association. A hearty congratulations to you, GTA. We wish you the very best. You can keep clapping, you know, it's a big moment and we congratulate you. May Goa certainly be a launch pad for big ideas and of course, big thoughts. I now request Ms. Varsha Adusamili, Mr. Arjun Sagar and Mr. Vaibhav Chabra to kindly come on stage. Ms. Varsha coming in first. Mr. Arjun next and Mr. Vaibhav. Big minds, big thoughts, big innovations, and of course, Goa being the launch pad. Thank you, Ms. Varsha. Mr. Arjun Sagar coming in next. We applaud your mind, we applaud your vision, and we applaud the future that is yet to come. And someone who has got all of us smitten with the idea of making something, Mr. Vaibhav Chabra, everybody. A big round of applause. To the Makers Asylum, thank you. Thank you so much. I now request our Honorable CM of Goa to please say a few words.
Good evening, friends. For this function, along with me, Mr. Rohan Khaute, Honorable Minister for the Tourism and IT Electronics, then Sri Kabir Shirgaonkar, Praveen Valvatkar, D. Prashant, respected guests, industry leaders, educators, startup founders, and my young friends. It is a pleasure to be the part of Goa Market Access Expo 2025, celebrating the startup and innovation. This event shows the shared goal to build the developed India, the Vikasit Bharat. We are becoming the national hub for the talent, startup, and innovations ideas. The strong participation today shows the growing the faith in Goa as a place for new opportunities and the real world solution. We are at an exciting stage where the Goa's development with a clear vision for the Vikasit Goa by 2037. I say with the confidence that Goa won't just follow the journey, but Goa will lead it. India's startup revolutions, driven by our bold vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, has made a big impact. With the programs like Startup India, Stand Up India, and Digital India, the young Indians are being encouraged to create their own opportunities. Today, India is known globally for its startup success. What really makes India stronger are the three qualities. One, job and skill building, the startups and innovations, the empowerment of small businesses. On job and skill development, the 10 lakhs, the permanent jobs were created in the last 2 years. 2 lakhs crore is allocated for the skill training and job generation. 1 crore internship launched to give the youth a real work experience. On startup and innovations, India now has over 1.6 lakh startup, creating more than 17 lakh jobs. Rupees 1,000 crores funds is boosting for the space sector. Over the 10,000 Atal Tinkering Labs are igniting the young minds in school. 28,000 crores is being invested to build the 12 industrial hub and 100 industrial parks. The plan to set up the 50,000 more tinkering labs and AI Center of Excellence with the 500 crores of investment. On a small business in MSMEs, the Mudra loan limit has increased from 10 lakhs to the 20 lakhs to support the small business growth. In Goa's journey, we are supporting the innovation through startup-friendly policies, incentives, and skill training. Our coding and robotic programs in schools has already reached 65,000 plus students in 440 plus schools. We are proud to have the Entrepreneurship Development Institute, EDII, in Panjim, created a partnership with the EDC Limited and Goa CSR Authority. This is helping to build the strong and self-reliant economy. Goa also hosts the Atal Incubation Center at the GIM at the national level startup incubators, helping the startup from across the India with funding, mentorship, and access to the marketplace. Under the Goa Startup Policy 2021, we offer up to 10 lakhs rupees seed grant for the startups with the good ideas. Salary support up to 15,000 rupees per month for hiring the local fresh graduates. The extra 25% support if the 60% of the staffs are local. Subsidies for the co-working space, internet, and cloud services. Reimbursement for the R&D expenses up to the 5 lakhs rupees per year. And patent filing of the 2 to 5 lakhs rupees and trademark cost. 10 lakhs rupees grant for the college to start or to grow the incubation center. The support for the training institute with the subsidies kept at the 10 lakhs rupees per year. So far we have supported the 635 DPIIT recognized startup, 281 certified startup at the IT promotion cell. 3.92 crores of rupees incentives have already given to 147 startups. Through EDC Goa, and we have made it easier for the entrepreneurs to access the loan with the standardized interest rate. I'm pleased to share that the Global Capability Centers GCC is planned to set up in Goa. It will support the IT companies, startups, and new industries. This major project with the help to create a job, attract investment, and boost Goa ITs at the digital economy over time. A center of excellence also being planned to develop the advanced skill, encouraging research and promoting collaborations between the industry and educational institute, especially in the areas like artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning. The state will set up the state data centers to offer the safe and scalable infrastructure for the e-governance, real-time data, and GIS mapping in important government services. It will also promote the eco-friendly digital system that use the less energy and support sustainable growth. We also plan to have the AI-based chatbot on the Goa online portal to help the citizen easily access and understand with the 270 government services, making the government services more convenient and user-friendly. The Goa Innovation Challenge 2025 is connecting over the 100 startup and student innovators with a real problem in tourism, agriculture, waste management, public services, and more. This is how we build the ease of doing the business. This is how we build the trust between the government and innovators. It is our roadmap for the self-reliant Swayambhurna Goa. The startup needs the three key things. One is the mentorship, market access, and the momentum. Through this expo, we are giving you all three. The government of Goa is working to create the right environment where startup can get funding, guidance, and real-world testing opportunities, helping your ideas to grow and scale. To all the funders here, don't underestimate Goa. Start small here and scale across India. Goa is not just a tourism destination. We are now on the map of innovations. We are not building just for ourselves. We are building for India. As India heads towards being the third largest economy, Goa is playing its part through the sustainable digital progress and innovation. Every young entrepreneurs, student innovators, and the local business in this room is contributing to Atmanirbhar Bharat. I congratulate Mr. Rohan Khaute, the Minister of IT, and his entire team for especially for this expo and what they have organized within the short span of time. Just 2 days before the Rohan has spoken with me, so we are ready to organize this. And within the 2 days, they have organized this. Once again, congratulations for you and your entire team. Let us keep working to make the Goa model for the startups. The next unicorn could be sitting right here today. This is our time. This is your moment. Let us build Vikasit Goa that drives the Vikasit Bharat, one startup at a time. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Sir, please, Matsara, without your leadership, I don't think this would be possible, and yours too, and we cannot thank you enough. I now request our Director of DITEC to please come forward, Shri Kabir Shirgaonkar. Sir, can we please have you a memento for your leadership, for your vision, for Solve in Goa Scale India, and thank you so very much for making the time. So one of the things that DITEC wants to thank you for, you took an entire hour to meet every single innovator. It was very important to them, and we thank you for that. So can we please have you on stage, Shri Rohan Khaute? Of course, seeing this, visioning this, we also have a memento for you. Sorry. Yes. We want to give you a memento first, yes. Magir? Okay. All right. We're not going to waste any more time. The gentlemen say all the innovators for your work, and because they want to appreciate you, you get a picture with the Honorable CM and with the Minister. So there only. Okay. Oh, okay. So stand where you are. All the innovators, all the startup, okay. The camera crew will move to me. Asa taira amadche. Okay. The camera crew.